takes out. Looking at Curse here. Looking at Carrion Collar. Damage Carrion Collar for now.
Their backline is silenced.
Okay, just look at Carrion Collar. Carrion Collar? Okay, pulling back here. Pulling back. Go for tank. Look at Curse, guys. Curse is way out of position.
Judy on us, Judy on us.
Keep looking at tank for now. Look at tank, look at tank, look at tank. He has pot, but we can burst him in 5 seconds. Okay, never mind, never mind. He'll get healed. Go for Curse, go for Curse, go for Curse, go for Curse. Go for Curse, guys. To the right, to the right.
Don't you have reset?
Go for Curse.
He's dead.
Okay, go for the melee. Go for the melee.
I have E now. Oh, nice.
I'm not gonna overextend, I'm pretty low.
Go back,
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Ooh.
Go for double
It was
cap,
like
go for double
60
cap.
HP.
Hey, stop looting loot goblins.
I've got the mid cap. Somebody go get south.
Yeah,
We all
I'll get south.
Fighting loot goblins. First time we get some kills.
I didn't even think that you could loot.
Yo, I'm a common looter. FYI. It's in my nature, okay? I'm Dutch, I'm greedy.
They're going north.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Leify and I'm back with another Albion Online video. This time with a guide on Crystal League. The Crystal League is known as the most competitive content in Albion Online. Because of this, the Crystal League is intimidating for many and makes it difficult for new players to get into. With this video, I hope to help you kickstart your Crystal career and for you to become a GVGer very shortly. The Crystal League is as much fun as it is competitive, and it would be a waste to not participate due to rational fears. Now that I'm in a dedicated Crystal GVG team, I also started streaming more often. So if you wish to watch Crystal League gameplay, you will be able to find me streaming on Twitch. I announce my streaming sessions on my Discord server, so make sure to follow me on Twitch and Discord if you wish to be notified. You can find the links to my socials in the description below. The Crystal League is one of the 5 vs 5 contents of Albion Online, the most competitive one at that. There are different levels in the Crystal League, starting at level 1, which is considered the entry level where new and old teams alike practice daily without losing gear upon death. Then you have level 2 all the way up to level 9, which is all full loot. The higher the level of play you can expect, and the stronger and more experienced your opponents will typically be. Winning a match grants you various rewards, and the higher the level, the better the rewards are. In order to participate, you need to have a pre-made team of 5 players and be in a party together. You then want to go to the Conqueror's Hall together with your party. At the Energy Manipulator, you can purchase tokens for the levels 1, 2 and 3. Everyone in your team needs to have a token. So if you are doing level 1, all 5 party members need to have a level 1 Crystal League token. You then simply queue up before the starting time and wait until your match starts. You do this by activating the token at the Energy Manipulator and having everyone in your party accept the invitation. Now make sure once you queue up, no one leaves the Conqueror's Hall, because if you do, your queue gets cancelled and you have to requeue. The starting times of the Crystal League depend on the different levels. Levels 1 to 3 start daily at 2, 13 and 20 UTC, with the second match half an hour later. UTC is the time you see in game below your minimap and is the same for everyone playing Albion. If you communicate in UTC times with your team members, you will have an easier time getting organized. As for the higher levels, the starting times differ. If you look at the starting time schedule, you will notice that starting at level 4 it's no longer daily or at regular hours. As the levels increase, the fights take place less often. This is to add some novelty and have them take place as special events where only the best players compete at extremely high levels for the most valuable rewards. So make sure to watch these fights live on stream whenever you get the chance. The rewards for winning a match are silver packs, fame tomes and season points. The amount depends on the level. At the highest levels, the rewards are as much as 5 million silver, 1 million fame and 5,000 season points, plus a chance for a battle mount per team member. If you entered your match through a territory, you will also level up the territory's tower if the match was of equal or higher level than the tower itself. When you win, you also get a higher level Crystal League token so that you can participate in the next level. As a team, you want to take the current meta into account. You can do this by joining Crystal Discords, watching streams or videos, reading patch notes and asking friends and other players. Although you can try creating your own comp, as a new team this probably isn't the best thing to do, as meta teams will make it very difficult for you to stand a chance. The meta shifts a lot and you want to be on top of it if you wish to take Crystal seriously. The meta is there for a reason and is what the best Crystal players use or even created themselves. At a certain point you and your team might become one of the meta creators, but until then I highly suggest following the meta that has been set already. For level 1 Crystal League matches, a maximum item power of 900 is in play. This means that no one can surpass the 900 IP hard cap, and you should definitely have 900 yourself, as everyone else will as well. You don't lose gear in level 1s anyway, so there is no reason to be less than 900. That being said, there isn't a point to bringing very high gear either. As you use your gear it gets damaged, and higher gear makes for higher repair costs. So you basically want to have gear that puts you between 900 and 1000 IP outside. Starting from level 2, IP has a soft cap. The IP above the item power threshold will be reduced by 80%. So if you go into a level 2 with 1200 IP, everything above 900 will be reduced by 80%. Meaning you'll have a total of 960 IP despite your gear putting you at 1200. Thanks to these IP caps, the lower levels are accessible for newer Crystal League players or new players to Albion Online in general. Once you and your team get inside, you have about 30 seconds to get ready. You can use this time to open the scoreboard and inspect what the enemy has, to adjust your own equipment or to prepare a strategy. I believe the standard key for the scoreboard is the tab key. Both teams start off with 150 points. Whoever gets to 0 first loses. You will notice there are 3 pillars on the map. You can interact with these and capture them for your team. An interrupted channel of 8 seconds will successfully capture these. As the match starts, there will be a minute countdown that will repeat itself throughout the match. At the end of each minute, the pillars will deduct points based on who holds them. If your team holds one pillar more than the enemy, at the end of the minute, your enemy will lose 10 points. If your team holds 2 pillars more than the enemy, or holds all 3 pillars, the enemy will lose 20 points. Capturing one of these pillars will instantly deduct 1 point from the enemy. Aside from pillars, you can also make the enemy lose points by killing them. Each kill makes for 4 points which the enemy loses. You can also do Crystal Scrims. These are custom practice matches against other teams within the Crystal realm, just like the Crystal League. To start one, you first need to find a team that you can scrim against. You can use the various Crystal Discords to do so. These Discords will be linked in the description below. Make sure to read the rules of the various Discords and follow them. Some of the rules could entail a maximum IP, for instance. Especially as a new team, it's a good idea to do scrims on a regular basis. The more practice you get in, and the more diverse teams you fight, the more you will learn. To start a Crystal Scrim, you need to be in a party of 5, and so does the party you are about to scrim. You then use the command /cm name Crystal to send an invitation. So if you want to scrim my team, you would be using the command /cm Levi Crystal and press enter. Typically people start with scrims 1 hour before Crystal start. They do one in between Crystals if they have time, and right after the second match. Whether it's an official match or a scrim, try to always record your gameplay. If possible, have your team members record their gameplay as well. Everyone's point of view will be different, and with only one person recording, you won't be able to capture everything. You will learn the most from rewatching your fights, so make sure to do that as much as possible if you wish to improve. Within this, you will most likely also have feedback for your team members. Try to communicate your feedback as good as possible to your teammates, so that you can all improve together. Starting level 2 you lose gear upon that, so for this reason you want to have additional sets. You can use the chest next to the energy manipulator to store your crystal equipment. Make sure to separate the items and pre-select the skills beforehand. This way you won't lose time on selecting skills and will be able to get back to your team as fast as possible. Once the match is over, the winning team has access to the battlefield and can loot all the bodies that remain. You can of course also loot during the match, but make sure this doesn't cost you a fight or any points. And now for some tips. Before the queue pops, you can use your food and mount up. This way you'll be ready for the fight and can use the full 30 seconds on preparing. Although the meta might be different, Hellgates is a good way of building synergy in your team as well. Aside from team building, you will also get good fame and rewards by doing Hellgates, which will help your team progress in different areas that are of use for crystals as well. It's difficult to get 5 people together consistently, so if you are building a team, you might want to get a couple people extra to fill in when necessary. Level 1 to 3 tokens can be sold and traded, so you might be able to get them cheaper at the market or from other players. As for level 4 tokens and above, these cannot be traded, but if you have no use for them, you can always salvage them for silver. You can queue up for crystals from hideouts as well, since these also have an energy manipulator. Starting level 2, you lose your food buff. When you die, Sinful Death rules apply. Make sure to pop your food as you regear at the camp when you respawn. And you can still get some rewards even if you lose, if the point difference wasn't too big. These are some of the tips that come to mind whilst making this video. If you have any more tips, feel free to share them in the comments below. And that's about everything you need to know about crystals to start doing them to improve and reach higher levels. Some of the information might change with future patches, but in general the flow of getting started should be the same. So I hope this video will help you with getting into crystals. If you still have any questions regarding the Crystal League, you can ask them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my YouTube channel and would like to be notified of new Albion Online videos that will help you with your gameplay and make you a better and more wealthy player, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Once again, I do stream more crystal battles whenever we play them, so if you want to see us play, perhaps I'll see you on my stream sometime. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have on stream as well. For now, I hope this video brought you value and wish you good luck in your adventures. Have a good one and I'll see you next time. I don't know, man. Yesterday was just a shit show from my end, to be honest.
It's alright, we'll make up for it today.
I didn't hear you at all yesterday.
Yeah, I was down, dude. Like,
Halberd is pierced.
I'm purging the halberd.
they're focusing me now. Okay,
Crossbow is pierced. Crossbow is stunned.
going for halberd here. Going for halberd here.
Chiller is silenced.
I'm gonna reset.
We can burst halberd here. He's getting pierced again. Okay, looking at halberd.
Rusty,
Looking at
I'm gonna
halberd.
graveguard you.
Nice one.
They're
Nice one.
stunned. Chiller is stunned.
No
Piercing.
heals for 10 seconds. No heals for 10 seconds.
Tank is 4 stacks, but
Looking at curse.
Reset is up. Group up, group up.
Tank is pierced too.
I don't know rock stand.
Blue
They're
buckles.
with 5 now. They're with 5.
I don't know, what's going on? Are they practicing fighting from behind?
we're practicing losing.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
always like,
let's stay here. Let's stay here. Let them cap.
yeah, I'm always wary when stuff like this happens because I'm like, are we actually doing well or
Tank is pierced.
are they?
I will cleanse
Purge,
the.
purge, purge,
I'm purging. I'm purging. I'm purging.
Crossbow is
Purge the
stunned.
halberd.
Pierced.
Need
Levy's
help?
help,
Need help?
Levy's
Need
help.
help?
Levy,
Chiller
I got it.
silent.
There you go. Thank you.
I'm low as well. Might get bursted down here.
Judy on us. Curse is stunned.
Nice, Judy.
Look at Expo. Look at Expo. Let's pressure Expo.
Pierced.
Healer's down.
Four
I'm
stacks.
down. I'm down.
Okay, reset here. Reset. Just reset here.
Probably
Sorry.
gonna
We
go
got
down
the points. We got the points. Let's just group up at 10.
I died.
Okay, let's full reset. I died as well.